So my adventure today takes me to the western side of this country, and driving around, exploring the area, I saw this volcano crater. In my very first video here, I said that there were glaciers and waterfalls and volcanoes, and I've pretty much shown you all of that except some actual volcanoes. You've seen some craters, some pseudo craters and things like that. But this, I believe, is an actual volcano. And this entire area, all of this orange, this is autumn in Iceland. But this is one giant lava field. All these volcanic, these layer of lava rocks here. So I found a trail that goes up to this volcano. So I'm gonna get up there, see what it looks like up close, and see what it looks like down inside. But that's where I'm headed, right up there. This is an example of what the landscape looks like as we're nearing the volcano. We're about halfway up to the volcano, and it's getting bigger and bigger as we get closer. You can see a couple people that are already up there that I guess started their hike a little early. And this landscape is very, very picturesque, especially with this blue sky back here. So there are actually 5 craters here, and the one I'm going to is by far the biggest. It stands about 60 meters tall, or about 200 feet, and certainly the biggest thing in the area. Look at that view. Somewhere out there is our car. And that is, I believe, the ocean out there. Beautiful. All right, so I've made it to the actual cone that is covered with all these volcanic rock. There are some very basic steps that are carved out of the rock here, making it much easier to climb to the top. Always appreciated. All right. That's a good view of the other craters. That's a bigger one, and it's hard to see, but there's a smaller one behind that. So this volcano is called Eldborg, and it is 200 meters in diameter and stands 60 meters tall, or about 200 feet. And when looking down into it, it is 50 meters to the bottom. Dates and information vary a little bit online, but it seems that it was formed and most active between 5,000 and 6,000 years ago, and possibly even erupted as recent as 1,200 years ago. It is classified as a spatter cone, which means it erupted in an explosive manner, throwing lava high into the air and landing back down on the crater and the surrounding area. Eldborg is the largest of 5 craters in this area, and it sits very impressively on top of a 35 square kilometer lava field, towering above everything else for miles around. All right, making our way down, and I'm gonna take you really quick to the smaller one over there because you can walk around the perimeter. This one, there's some barriers up there. All this stuff is on private property, believe it or not. Most of the things that I have seen on this trip are on someone's property, and they are all nice enough, the farmers or the property owners are nice enough to let people walk on their beautiful land and see their waterfalls or their volcanoes or whatever, caves. So they just don't want people walking all the way around because it's very steep and dangerous. There's a line of craters here, and this is the second biggest one. I just want to see what this one looks like. You can actually walk around the rim on this one, and that's where we came from. If you look close, you can see someone standing up there, a fellow hiker. All right, and this is the rim for this. Oh yeah. Agreed, not as exciting as the bigger one, but this is also interesting in its own right. Walk down here. There's a little trail leading down to the middle. All right. Made it to the bottom. Not very big. A small percentage of the size of the first one. I don't know if this is an actual volcano. I think this is what they call a pseudo crater, which from what I've read is created when fissures open up in the ground or lava comes down and makes contact with water and creates these explosions, and it makes these craters many, many years ago. So finally, after all this time in Iceland, I was able to show you a volcano. They're actually all over the place, all different sizes, but this one looks so amazing because of the foliage. It's really autumn in Iceland now. So I'm gonna get back on the road and find something else amazing here, and there's no shortage of that. You can see some people up there walking around. Pretty cool. All right, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.